Hi, Matt Bauer here with Bauer Tree Equipment. We're going to do a quick walk around on this Morbark TW280 PHB. Not sure what the PHB stands for, but so the TW stands for Timberwolf, which is a British brand of chipper. And I guess Morbark is licensing them for distribution in the United States, and they're quite a bit different. So under the hood here is the Kubota gas engine, which I have never seen on an American chipper. This hood opens up. There's a clip there. That black panel comes up. There are bolts on either side, which will, I believe, take the side panels off so you can completely expose the engine, which is nice. There's an access panel here for changing the blades. We'll see how efficient that is. Hydraulic tank and fuel tank are right here. Drop down stabilizer leg, which is kind of nice. The chute turner it unscrews thusly and slides right there. So I don't know. That's a really old style. Nobody's done it that way for, I don't know, 40 years. Let's see, that's reverse and forward feed control, which is interesting. They have a panel on either side as well as up here and an emergency shutoff, but to run the feed control you gotta do that. And it does have a V-bar, which isn't particularly popular, but you know, we'll see. There's the other one. This feed table does come up. Dual feed rollers. The bottom one's a little elevated, which we'll see how that does. I don't think I've seen that in a while. The early disc chippers had an elevated lower feed roller. That one looks pretty aggressive. We'll just have to see how it feeds. I believe this is an 8-inch capacity machine. I'll have to look up the specs. We just got this in, right? It's got 40 hours on it. Came from a FMI sell-off. FMI opened up some Morbark shops around California, Oregon, and Washington a couple of years ago. And apparently there wasn't enough demand to keep the shops open, so they sold off a whole bunch of stuff. That looks like an auto feed controller there. So I assume this has auto feed, although I don't see the controller anywhere. So that's the block, auto feed block, I'm sorry. I think that's what that is. That's what makes sense. Oh, actually, now let me take it back. That would be a solenoid auto feed block, solenoid controller for the feed rollers, and then obviously all of these controllers are electric. So that's why you need that, because it's not a direct drive situation. There's another thing, a 2-inch ball on that's a hydraulic brake actuator, I do believe. Is it hydraulic? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. This is a parking brake. Which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know if that's hydraulic or not. I'll have to look into that. It may simply be a spring-loaded actuator. Matter of fact, it's not hydraulic. There's no reservoir. So it must be some kind of spring-loaded I know there's a cylinder in here, so when you put on the brakes, it slides forward and then actuates this control rod here. So it's a wire controlled braking system. All right, that's interesting. What do we have here? As in all things British, they put everything backwards. So your ignition is over here along with the electronic throttle. Hour meter reading 44 hours. All right, this is kind of cool. Okay. So there's a front panel that covers a radiator and a couple of retainers, and then this all comes apart like that. It's a Kubota gas engine. It's a WG1605. 57 horsepower. And here is a fuse box with the ECM controller. The engine pretty much just kind of opens right up. Your fuel filters and pump. That's your drive belt with the simple kinetic tensioner, so it's direct drive. I took the back cover off here. Well, not the back cover, but the top cover to your Parker feed roller motors. It's kind of neat. I like that. Real accessible for servicing and cleaning. Nice design.